A shocking new housing report has revealed a massive financial squeeze, hitting millions of people across the UK. Housing costs have surged dramatically, rising by 41% in just 5 years, leaving renters and homeowners facing a growing affordability crisis. The latest analysis shows households across the country are now spending record levels on housing, with total national housing costs reaching around £226 billion. The biggest driver behind the surge is the sharp increase in mortgage interest payments, as many homeowners who locked in ultra-low mortgage rates during previous years are now coming to the end of those fixed deals and moving on to much higher interest rates. For many families, that means monthly mortgage payments have jumped significantly, pushing average annual mortgage costs to roughly £13,000 per household. But the pressure is not limited to homeowners. Renters are also feeling the impact as the cost of private rent has climbed dramatically over the past 5 years. The average renter is now paying around £15,000 per year, with landlords receiving tens of billions of pounds in rent annually, while rent increases slowed slightly recently. Housing remains one of the largest expenses for households across the country. The study also shows that housing costs now account for a huge share of national spending, with some regions experiencing particularly intense affordability pressures. Even though London recorded slightly smaller percentage increases compared to other areas, it still remains the most expensive housing market in the country. Experts say the surge in housing costs is closely tied to rising borrowing costs and economic uncertainty. Mortgage rates climbed sharply in recent years as central banks raised interest rates to control inflation. And although some stability has returned, many households are still adjusting to much higher payments. Analysts warn that millions of mortgage holders will continue transitioning from older, low-rate deals over the next year, meaning housing costs could remain under pressure. The rising cost of housing is now a major issue for families trying to manage everyday expenses, and it could also affect the wider economy as households cut spending elsewhere to keep up with rent and mortgage payments. With affordability becoming one of the most pressing financial concerns in the country, policymakers and economists are closely watching how the housing market evolves in the months ahead. For more global breaking news and major updates like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for our next report.